Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Switching it up for today's video. As you can see, we have a sealed Hot Wheels case here in front of us with the mix HBL96. Some of you may know what that mix pertains to, some may not. Let's go ahead and flip this guy up. We have our mix code here, which is 956K. 8 pieces in the box, so again, this may be giving it away, but yeah, pretty big box there, so I'm pretty sure most of you might be able to tell if you couldn't tell already. But this is the new mix of 2-packs. Generally, these are distributed by Target. Target exclusives. You don't find these at any other stores. You can't get them at Walmart, King Soopers, or Kroger brand stores, anything like that. However, a good friend of mine, Alex, found these on a website. I think we picked these up from J-Car Diecast. So he had these in stock as full cases. So we ended up ordering 2 cases, one for each of us, and we split the shipping. Ended up coming out to about $13.75 per car. So super good price. That's basically retail. I think they're $12.99 in stores plus tax. You probably pay more than that in stores. So let's go ahead and open this guy up. Take a look at our mix. There's 3 different 2-packs in here. The distribution on these, as you can see, there's 8 total. So you get 3 of one 2-pack, 3 of another, and then the last one comes with only 2. So let's bust this guy open. Fold that back, fold that down, fold this, and let's take a look here. So we should have one here. Set that off to the side. I think this is going to be a second one here. We'll set this off to the side, and the last one should be over here on this end. Generally, with my Hot Wheels premiums, I like to buy at least 1 to keep carded, and then I definitely open the ones at least that I'm interested in or that I like. So let's go ahead and set these guys. Got the Bugatti Veyron 2-pack, Nissan 2-pack, and Subaru. So super dope. This, in my opinion, is probably the best mix yet, where all 3 2-packs are desirable or have desirable cars. Yeah, so this is take a quick look at these in the package. You've got your S13 and your Nissan Sentra in the Nissan pack, your card art there on the back. Looks like this one is sponsored by Super Street, so that's kind of cool. Did not know that. Take a look at the back. The back is going to show all 3 mixes, your Veyron and Chiron, Sentra, Silvia, and Subi, WRX, and the STI. So we'll do that, and then we'll take a look at the last one, which is the Bugatti pack. This is probably my favorite out of this set, even though I'm a JDM guy. Super excited to get this Bugatti Veyron in a premium. We have a few of them in mainlines already, as well as the Chiron. Chiron has also been released in the premium set. I think it was Exotic Envy. So, yeah. But let's go ahead and start busting these guys open. Looks like, see, it's a good thing I opened mine, because this one's already got a busted blister. But that's all right. We don't care about the blisters. All we care about is the cars. So let's get this first one open. Another thing that I'm kind of OCD / anal and weird with is I keep all of my cards. So I do my best to try and cut the blisters even with the card. Honestly, I couldn't even tell you why I do it, other than the fact that I think one day I'm going to make like a collage, frame it, and then hang it in whatever Hot Wheels room or man cave that I end up setting up. Eventually, I would love to do a huge man cave type deal in like a basement. My current house does not have a basement, but that's the ultimate goal. Get a house with a basement and basically turn the whole basement out. So let's get our first set of cars out. Boom. Put this back in here. That's going to go in the trash. And you have your nice clean card. Nice clean cut there. Keep it in good condition. Then basically, if I ever want to make a collage, like I said, I can go along here, take a X-Acto knife or some scissors, cut around the outline of the car, and just put a whole bunch of them on like inside of a picture frame or something. That would be pretty cool. So we'll set this one off to the side, and let's take a look at our cars. Let's go ahead and look at the Veyron first. Let's see, zoom this. Thought it wasn't very bright. Let's go ahead and shed a little light on the subject. Beautiful example of the Veyron. Beautiful, beautiful example. Got your 5-spoke wheels staggered. So you've got a 10mm front, 12mm rear. Nice silver with the black two-toned. Not a carbon fiber print or anything like that on it. Just going to be a solid gloss black. Nice details there on the rear. You've got your tail light going across. Your exhaust coming out the center. Let's see if we can get this to zoom. I think these guys back here are messing up our zoom. We'll see if we can move those back a little bit further and see if that helps us at all. Not really. So, got your two exhausts here. Bugatti Chiron on the license plate there. Tell you what I'm going to do is move these guys out of the way so we can get a good focus on the cars that we're showing. There we go, much better. So take a look at that rear. You've got your venting here, like a mesh grill, leads into the engine bay there. Not too much detail as far as the engine goes. You can see a little bit of detail there, but nothing too crazy. It's a Hot Wheels, so it's not going to be insanely outrageously detailed, but this is an extremely good casting, extremely good example of a Bugatti Chiron. Your LED headlights, Bugatti emblem. You've got the classic Bugatti front grille. So all in all, this is a great, great casting. I'm going to pull out a couple other examples too to be able to compare and show you the difference. So we'll go ahead and set this in the back. Let's see, we'll move that right there. Let's take a look at our Veyron. Another great example. This is the first time they've done a Bugatti Veyron in a premium casting, at least to my knowledge. I do have a Veyron mainline. It is the Frost Blue, which I believe was a Walmart exclusive at the time that it dropped. You've got your GT wheels on here. Again, staggered 10mm front, 12mm rears. You do have treaded tires on there. I am not huge into the date codes and the casting numbers and all of that. So, unfortunately, if that's what you're looking for, I just don't pay too much attention to that personally. But it might be something that I'll get a little bit more into as we go along. Let's take a look at the tail lights. Good tails here. Obviously, they're going to be painted. This is a Hot Wheels. Your Bugatti emblem on the back there. Do have a nice carbon fiber print on the roof. So the carbon fiber print travels all the way up from the hood, all the way to the roof, to the rear engine cover. That's super dope. Got pretty good detail on the engine there. Nothing painted or anything like that, but at least you can see it and it's open. Take a look at the headlights. Nice detail on the headlights. Good decals there on those. Bugatti emblem in the front and that classic Bugatti grille, of course. So all in all, super, super happy to add this one to the collection. You got your exhaust down here as well. So really, really happy to grab this one. Looking forward to putting this one in the case with the others. So we'll go ahead and set that guy back there. After we finish up all our openings, I will pull out some other examples of the cars that we're opening today to kind of show you some comparisons between previous releases of those particular cars. Let's go ahead and open our second one. Blister is good on this one, but like I said, we don't really care. We're not saving the blisters. All I care about is the card and the card art. So as long as that stays intact, we will be good to go. Go ahead and get this one. This one is going to be the Nissan 2-pack with your Nissan S13 and the Nissan Sentra. Sentra was a first-time casting in the box set. It was I want to say it was called the Street Fleet was the box set. So it had the EG, the Sentra, and man, what else came in that box set? The Honda Civic EG, the Nissan Sentra, and man, I cannot remember right now. If you remember what that third car is, drop a comment down below. For some reason, my brain is drawing a blank. I know it was another JDM car. I just can't exactly remember what car it was. So let me finish getting this blister cut off. Boom. Go ahead and get our cars out. Set those back there. And don't care about the blisters. Card art. I was a little bit sloppy on this one, so I accidentally cut down here. But that's all right, because like I said, the only thing I would ever be interested in would be the cars themselves. So like I was saying, take an X-Acto knife, cut around the outline of the car, and just put a little collage together. Do have the Super Street branding up there on the top by Motor Trend, so that's pretty cool. Did not know that these were sponsored by Super Street. It's an older magazine that I used to read, dealing a lot with imports and compact cars, I guess you could say. So that's super dope. Let's take a look. So first one here is going to be the Nissan Sentra. You've got a nice white TE37 style wheel on there. These are the 8mm wheels. The Sentra uses the smaller wheels. I think these small castings, or these JDM castings, kind of look a little bit better with the small wheels. It fits more proportionately, more accurate to how the car came back in the day. Let's take a look at our details here. So first off, you do have the license plate here. It says 9, so 9D and 1. This is a 91 Nissan Sentra model, so 9D1. That's pretty cool. Like that little play on words there. Tail lights, third brake light. Spoiler is built in. It looks like it should have some sort of spacing underneath, but again, we're talking about a Hot Wheels Premium here, so they're not going to go too crazy or all out. You do get a nice defined and painted door handle there. You can see the cage in the back here, so that's pretty sick. I do remember the Fleet Street one had like a roll call with some stickers on the rear window. This one does not, but that's all right. Do have the mirrors on this one, so that's pretty cool. We did not have any mirrors on the Chiron or the Veyron. A lot of times on Hot Wheels castings, you will notice that they do not put mirrors on the cars. Just kind of depends on the casting itself. Don't have a lot of exhaust detail or anything underneath. You do have an exhaust, like a muffler right here. It's just going to be painted black, nothing super crazy. Let's take a look at the front. We've got the front headlights, Nissan badge, and you've got some yellow fogs down below. This is not a turbo vehicle, so I wouldn't expect a front mount intercooler or anything like that. There is a small sticker there. Oh, so it's got the little Super Street sticker in the window there. That's pretty sick. Looks like I've got some paint defects on this one here in the corner. I mean, again, when you're mass producing a car like this, you're going to expect some faults and issues there, here and there. All in all, I'm not too worried about it. Some people would kind of ruin their deal for the car. For me, it doesn't really bother me. From a distance, it looks good, so that's kind of all we're worried about here. Let's take a look at the S13. This is the second time that this casting has been offered in premium. The first was in the Team Transport, and it actually had the same paint scheme that the mainline S13 was released with a while back, but they just did it in a premium. You've got the larger 10mm 5-spoke wheel on the S13. I don't know that 8mm would have really looked good on this, but it's kind of big for the car. All of my Most of my cars end up getting swapped, so to be honest with you, I will probably end up swapping this one in some way, shape, or form. You've got Lou on the license plate there. Your Sylvia badging, Sylvia badge there. Good painted tails, good detail on those. They seem to be pretty straight. They're not crooked or anything. Little exhaust pipe down here. Got it angled out. That's pretty cool. Do have mirrors on this one as well. Two-tone paint with your mint green and the gray bottom. Take a look at the front. Nice headlights, blinkers or turn signals, and your Sylvia badging in the front there. So all in all, this is a really nice example of the S13. Let's take a look at the base. No exhaust exhaust detail or anything underneath. But like I said, that's all right. Chances are I'll probably end up slamming this car, or at least one of the ones that I have. So once I end up slamming them, this whole base gets shaved down anyway. You don't see any of these details. Again, not really that big of a deal to me. This one does have the little Super Street or SS sticker, which I'm guessing is for Super Street. And of course, S13s, Sylvias are going to be right-hand drive. I did not take a look. Let's look at the Sentra to see if that one. So the Sentra is going to be left-hand drive. So this is a USDM version versus the JDM version of the S13. So put those back there. And let's grab our last two-pack. This one's going to be the Subaru. We have the 2016 Subaru WRX STI with the Rally livery in this one. And we also have the silver bug-eyed WRX. So super excited to add that silver bug-eye. There's only a few examples been made of that one. So again, once I get all these opened, we will pull the other examples out and show you guys kind of the differences or the similarities between the castings. Get these out, set that one down, and I'll set that one. Again, trash. Nice good clean cut again on our card, and card art there. Parked up in the snow. You got the snow on the tires there. That's pretty sick. And this one here also. Looks like they went with the same wheel on both cars. Kind of different, but hey, whatever works. Let's take a look at our Rally version first. So this is the Rally livery of the Subaru WRX STI. You've got your 10-spoke gold wheels that kind of match your gold or yellow livery here. Do have the roof scoop on the top with the STI branding. Subaru Motorsports USA. This one does have a tiny mirror sticking out, which would be correct because this is a race car. You're not really looking for anything behind you, but you do kind of want to have that available. Let's take a look. So it says VSC 199. I don't know what exactly that pertains to, but yeah, at least you get some print on the license plate there, so that's pretty sick. Subaru Motorsports again, decal on the back, STI decal. Taillights are really cool. Look to be well positioned. Subaru badge here, and your wing. The wing is open, so yeah, that's super dope. This is the Rally style wing, so it's not all one piece. This is actually going to be a black plastic piece, so if you were to drill this casting, drill your rivets and take the car apart, the wing will actually come off and it's a separate piece altogether. This would be like an antenna for like a cell phone or something like that, so this would be in the body of all cars. I would think on the Rally car this is probably shaved, but it might be there, so who knows. But being that they use this car for stock, or the same casting for the stock bodied cars, I would imagine that's why you're still going to see this on there. Headlights on here. You got your STI branding down on the fog lights like you would see on the real car. Let's take a look. What does that say? Vermont sports car. Okay. I think this is supposed to be an STI badge here on the grill. It looks like just some red splattered on there. No real detail or anything. Yeah. Subaru badge. Got your hood scoop. This is actually opened. Look at that. That goes down in there. So that's pretty sick. We didn't even see venting on some of the premium diecast that we did. So that's pretty dope that that's actually opened and vented like that. Got a couple more vents here on the hood. This is actually cut out and opened as well. So super, super nice, man. Race window with the venting there. Same thing on the driver's side. You would have your race window with the venting there. Yeah, all in all, great job. This is exactly like the last Subaru STI casting. Again, here in a minute, I'll show you guys the difference between this one and the other. And then we have the silver Subaru Bug-Eye. Probably everybody's favorite casting, at least in this mix. This one is cool because you do have a lensed headlight, which is part of the glass interior. This hood scoop is not opened. However, this hood, I guess if you want to call it a scoop, little vent per se, is open. You got good detail here with the windshield washers. Looks like some sort of hood pins there. So that's sick. The one thing that bothers me about this casting is the split that you see here. This front bumper is actually part of the base. So usually the front bumper, the base would split right here and come out, and your front bumper would be part of your upper casting. However, on this one, when you drill this car and take it apart, the bumper remains with the base. Only the fender, hood, and around here stay with the body itself. Got a side marker there. Good door handles, good print on those. Your Subaru's WRX STIs are going to have the wide body, so you can see the little wide flare there. Gold 10 spokes on this one as well. Take a look at the rear. Tail lights look great, very accurate to the real car. Your STI badge here, Subaru WRX. Exhaust is going to be painted the same color as the base. And you do have the Subaru STI wing. Again, this is going to be open. Sometimes with Hot Wheels castings, you'll see that this is filled in. So that's a nice detail there. And you do have mirrors on this one as well. Let's take a look in the back, see if we see anything cool. I don't think this is a cage. Let's see. Yeah, there is a cage in there. So you can see the cage right there. So that's sick. Left-hand drive on this one. Got a little detail on the dashboard there where your airbag would go. Probably like a little clock or coin tray or something like that, maybe up there. So all in all, very happy with these castings, man. They did a great job. So let's go ahead and we'll zoom back out. Scoot these down, scoot that down. Scoot that. Boom.
A few moments later.
All right, so we've got all of our different variations out here. Different ones. Some of these are going to be wheel swapped. Some of them have not been touched yet. So I'm just going to show you little bit of each one. So this is the older release of the WRX Rally, and here is the newer one on the left. Let's zoom in here. So we have the newer version on the top, the older version on the bottom. Looks like a slight color variation in the wheels. These are going to be more gold. This is more of a yellow. Do they both have the same plate? They do. The Vermont plate is on both. Looks like decals are the same on both. Tail lights look to be a little bit brighter on the older release. Let's take a look at the fronts. Yeah, for the most part, everything is going to be pretty much exactly the same. Hot Wheels is famous for doing that, releasing the exact same car, 2 different mixes, and what do you know, we fall for it every time. So there's your base variations. If you're looking for the codes, you have your new one on the bottom, older on the top, so S48 and N46, and the casting was first debuted in 2019. So we'll go ahead and put that guy back. And let's see, I have a couple other variations of the STI. This is a wheel swapped variation. These are some Sakura wheels that I bought. Bronze TE37s. As you can see, this car is lowered. That wheel gap is gone. Let's take that so you can kind of get an idea. So difference in the wheel gap there. I generally tend to wheel swap and slam most of my cars, just because why not, right? So let's zoom out and I will show you This guy does fully roll. No issues there. Anytime that I drop or slam a car, that's one of my biggest things is it has to roll. It's got to roll. So there's that one. We do have the white one that debuted. I think this was actually the first version of the WRX STI in this body style. This came in the Fast and the Furious set. I want to say it was Fast Imports, if I'm not mistaken. I do have this one again lowered. You can tell I did put this one came with white GT wheels, so I put the white multi-spokes on there. I think it looks really, really dope. Super, super nice. And once again, we'll go ahead and zoom out, and you'll see that, like I said, everything rolls. So cool variation on that. We have the Bug-Eye Subaru back there. We'll compare that to the Gumball Bug-Eyed Subi. This guy came with the GT wheels. Details are all going to be the same. WRX, Subaru, and STI badging on both. Same spoiler, same exact casting. I definitely like the wheels on the silver better. This one I did not lower yet. I just didn't have any desire to kind of mess with it. I like it as it is. But this is the Gumball version. This was a premium, came on a card. I forget the year that this one dropped, but as you can see, it hasn't been drilled yet. Doesn't mean that it's safe from not being drilled. I might get to it one day, but as of yet, I have not. So go ahead and set that guy down, put this one in the back, and I'll show you the blue version that I've done. So here's another blue one. This one is also swapped with Sakura wheels. These are gold TE37s. Thought this looks super dope. As you can tell, super, super flush. Got that right up against the fender there. And same thing on this side. That one pokes just a tiny bit, but mainly because of the axles that we use. This one has a pretty cool decal on the side, Subaru Technica International. That's what STI stands for. If you take a look at this base, obviously I did drill the rivets and I put screws back in this one. But you can see how I shaved the base down to get the clearance. And you see how very little of the wheel is showing below the base. When you do a wheel swap, the less of the tire you have showing below the base, the lower the car is going to be. So that's why that's set like that. And boom. Full roller. That one even rolls by itself. So that takes care of our Subis. Let's take a look at our S13s. This guy is from the Transports. So super, super dope. Again, you can tell this one is wheel swapped. Unfortunately, when I was shaving this fender, a piece of the decal actually came off right there. So that's a bit unfortunate. Can't really notice it from a distance, but yeah, this has the KW livery. KW is a suspension maker for JDM Japanese cars. But all the same details on there. Let's take a look. You got the Sylvia badge, Sylvia wording, and good taillights and everything on that. So yeah, this one is lowered. Everything is a roller. That is a must here at Demo's Diecast. Premium diecast I'm a little bit more lax on because obviously it's, premium diecast, so don't always expect it to roll. And to be honest with you, those aren't meant to be played with. They are meant to be displayed. But on Hot Wheels, any type of wheel swap or custom, gotta be a roller. Here is the Sentra that came from the Fleet Street. The only real gripe that I had with this particular one was this Hot Wheels logo down here. I'm sure I could probably rub that off with maybe some acetone or something, but I think decals are underneath the clear on premium, so I don't know that I would actually be able to get that off. But not a huge deal. This one is swapped on, let's see, got that wheel poking a little bit. This one is swapped on the 8mm bronze TEs, or TE style wheel, I should say. Again, complete roller, base shaved down, so you can definitely tell that I've done some work to it. And this one is a B13 SR20. So maybe these did come with an SR20. I don't believe so. To my knowledge, B13 is going to be the chassis code, and then SR20 is an engine code for Sylvia's. It's a 2.0 liter turbo motor. I don't believe, at least in the United States, that Sentras came with turbo SR20s. Maybe in Japan, but once again, as you can see, full roller. This is the one that I was telling you about with the roll call on the back window there for like a roll call. So that's pretty sick. Same details on the front, grill, emblem, headlights, and fogs. So we'll go ahead and set that back. And I forgot this guy here when we were looking at our S13s. This is the mainline S13. Again, wheel swapped, roller, slammed out. And you can see how much that if you can kind of see up underneath the fender here, how much that I had to shave in order to get this guy to roll. So that's all going to be clear in there. Again, the base shaved down, so I lose a lot of those details at that point. And that's why that coating and whatnot has never really been too much to me, because 9 times out of 10 it gets swapped, and I end up losing that anyway once I shave it down. Once again, full roller. And the last of the mix is going to be our Veyron and the Chirons. So here is the mainline Veyron that I was talking about. The Frost Blue, like I said, I'm pretty sure this was a Walmart exclusive, and then they had a Frost Red, like a matte red, that was a Target exclusive. This one, again, is wheel swapped. A lot of people probably wouldn't touch this car. I don't know exactly how much this one goes for. I got it for a pretty good price. I think I traded for this one with something. So engine detail. But yeah, this one's not lowered. I just have some chrome 5 spokes on there. You see a little bit of wheel gap. Not too worried about that. When I wheel swapped this one, this was before I started doing lowering and stuff. The grill on this one has always bugged me a little bit. Front grill doesn't fit in there. The front grill is actually part of, I think, the interior. There's like, it's part of whatever the engine bay is, so I think that's part of the interior. So unfortunately, it just doesn't sit flush all the way, but I mean, I got a little scuff here too where the blue's showing underneath. Not a huge deal. Like I said, this sits in my case most of the time on display, but all of the full details. So very, very nice to have it finally in a premium with the metal base. That's super dope. I'm excited to add that one. And then last but not least, we have the Chiron. Here is the premium casting from this mix. And then I have one other premium, and then I have the ID. So this is the premium casting. This was released twice. Once in Exotic Envy, and then they did it again in the Exotic box set. Exotic Envy came with the black 5 stars. In the box set, it came with black GT wheels. Again, still staggered 10mm fronts, 12mm rears. And then on this guy, this is the ID car with the chip. These were boxed IDs. This was not a carded. This was a boxed ID. This one does have a wheel swap on it. Black TEs with the polished lip. Staggered again, 10 front, 12mm rear. So I had to mix and match these. The fronts are off of one car, the rears are off of another. So I took 2 from one and 2 from the other and made a complete set. Full deets on this one, everything. This is a beautiful, beautiful example of a Chiron. This is probably my favorite Chiron in my collection. It will be rivaled by the new black and gray, or black and silver, but overall, probably my new favorite. So there it is. There you have the new mix of 2-packs. Super happy that these are not only at Target anymore, because, man, you know, it gives us a chance to go ahead and buy them. I didn't have to run around and spend 2 or 3 weeks going from store to store to store to try to find them. Order them up, have them shipped to your door. So super excited to add all these. They're going to look great in the case with the rest of the examples here. So again, thanks for tuning in, watching this vid. I'm switching it up a little bit. Obviously, we've done a lot of premium diecast on the first few episodes, but we do collect Hot Wheels, Matchbox, lower grades of diecast here. I don't collect everything, but JDM stuff for sure. I do collect a lot of exotics, so we will be bringing you those new ones to the channel as we get them in or as they're released. Depending on whether or not we can order from a distributor or if we got to go around and find them in stores, will depend on how quickly we get that content and that information out. So once again, thanks everybody for tuning in. Don't forget to hit that like button, comment if you have any comments, questions, or anything down below. Don't forget to subscribe and share the channel. Thank you all again, and hope to see some cool comments and answer some questions, or maybe have some comments back and forth in the comment section about the cars that we saw today. So thanks again everybody for tuning in. We appreciate y'all. One love.